Star Tribe? Hello, hello. How's everybody doing this evening? Moxie, happy birthday. I cannot remember if I wished you happy birthday, my Virgo friend. Happy birthday. Hi, Melanie. So good to see you. Hi, Sai. What's up, my spooky sister? Who else we got on here tonight? Krugs. Hello, Krugs. What's up, you trouble? D, what's happening? Hello, Bunny. Please show love to your moderator, Bunny. She's triple tasking tonight. She's got bingo up. She's doing timestamps for us. She's being our #1 hall monitor. Hi, Alicia. How's it going? Who else we got in here? Hi, Allie. Hi, Leonard. So good to see you all. Hoping the echo is not that bad. Hi, Cristobal. But the good news is I may end up shorting you, unfortunately, on a few videos this week, but it's because we are transitioning out of this space and into a fabulous space in the French Quarter, where I'm going to start recording your readings and we have better sound, okay? Hi, Electa. Good to see you. I cannot believe that it's September already. Hello, Sierra. So crazy, but also very excited. Fall is upon us. Love that fall. Your birthday's on the 5th. Happy birthday, Krugs. Your birthday's right around the corner. Nice, nice. We are getting into all signs tonight. It's already the 1st of the month. Hi, June. As always, you know, I don't read in typical order. We are going to go water signs, air signs, earth signs, then fire signs. This live will be timestamped shortly after it is posted on YouTube after the live. Who else? Anyone else have birthdays here? The big 46. I'm 46, Krugs. Hi, Limelight. Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Hello, Alabaster. So good to see y'all's faces. The big 40 on 26, huh, Sierra? That is a big milestone birthday. It's a good one. The 40s are good. The 40s are good. All right. What's up with my Pisces? What's going on with my Pisces brothers and sisters? What's up with Pisces this evening? What does Pisces need to hear this evening? Jealousy, Pisces. You got the evil eye out first. Celebrated your 50th last month, Melanie? You know, 50's the new 30. It looks good on you, darling. Interesting energy, Pisces. We have jealousy. We have the E card of the evil eye. We have the full moon. We do have the corn full moon coming up on September 9th. And we have air energy. I like this because I think there is some logical strategy and maybe a little bit of moon magic that needs to happen here this month, Pisces, over this jealous evil eye. So let's find out about that. I'm all for aging in reverse, Melanie. Oh, it feels good though. The older I get, the younger at heart I get. Hello, Tetra. Welcome in. All right, let's look at this jealousy card first, Pisces. Who'll be jealous of you, Pisces? Somebody's giving you the evil eye. Somebody's giving you the stink eye. Let's talk about this. Oh, we got the Ace of Wands. Because you've got some kind of new beginning going on, Pisces. Someone's trying to throw a lot of energy at you. Oh, look at that. Pisces, this is your energy. This is beautiful. We have the 9 of Cups. We have the Page of Cups. And we have the Ace of Wands. Pisces, you're in a new beginning right now, okay? Ooh, you are happy, joy, joy, joy on the way to the wish fulfillment here right now with the Nine of Cups and with the Page of Cups. You're getting tons of downloads here, tons of intuitive downloads, inventive ideas, creative ideas. You're onto something new right now. You're also being handed this wand of energy to do it. And somebody's eye-spying this and somebody doesn't like it. Tale as old as time, isn't it, Pisces? Is there anything else we need to know about this evil eye energy? Because behind that we do have the full moon. And I have a feeling there's some things here in the 3D and beyond, maybe. You're going to be asked to focus on this month just to shake this energy off. Your energy feels great. I don't really feel like it's touching you, but it looks like there's something going on in the spirit, in the magic, and on the earthly realm when it comes to this. Anything more we need to know about this evil eye BS we got here? King of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Wands. Someone else is in hardship of their own doing. And, they're looking at you, Queen of Cups. They're looking at you, Queen of Cups. Tell me more about this Queen of Cups energy. They know you keep something here. This feels very similar to the energy I just recorded for the collective. Six of Wands. Yeah, Pisces, you're stepping into some kind of new season, okay? Not only is your intuition and discernment off the charts right now, okay, you're getting a lot of ideas, not just peeping this evil eye around you, but a lot of creative ideas, lots of downloads. I like to see that you're in this satisfaction energy. This is the energy that you want to stay in. There's some kind of magic going on here, though. Let's see what's going on with this full moon card. Giz says, hi, Melanie. He's very happy tonight because I remembered to get his setup correct. I have to move him whether I'm recording a video or doing a live right now. He has very specific things in his contract as to where he sits, what lights are on him. Tell me about this full moon magic here. Well, the Four of Swords in reverse is behind the moon. We just got a second confirmation of the moon. Someone tried to sit you down, Pisces. Someone tried to sit you down. And I believe this feels like this was actually in this last black moon, okay? It looks like there might be some more full moon rituals going on as we move into this month. But this delusion is exactly that, delusional, with the Seven Cups in reverse. See, a lot of person is delusional. They don't understand how energy works. We have two cards of the moon here. We have the full moon clarified by the moon. What more do we need to know about this? Three of Wands, Judgment, and the Three of Cups. Just continue to stay high vibing. Celebrate your opportunities here. You have a lot of opportunities coming in that you're going to celebrate. This energy has nothing to do with it. Tell me about this air energy. Tell me what's going on in the air energy and the logic. What's happening in the 3D world, or what moves does Pisces need to make in the 3D world? King of Swords in reverse, Knight of Swords in reverse. You're dealing with someone who is absolutely not in their logic, okay? Is delusional and ideal. Remember that. And now you're showing up as the magician, okay, in the upright. So this is all beautiful energy, Pisces. This is just a confirmation, okay? This is a confirmation of something that you already know here about this evil eye, about these energies outside of you. Continue to be the magician. Something's on this magician card. Talk to me about this magician card before we move on, please. Talk to me about this magician card before we move on. Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. Pisces, what I'm hearing is you're actually going to have a lot of options coming in this month. And on this Ace of Pentacles and this Two of Pentacles, stay flexible to those options, stay open to those options, stay creative to those options, okay? Stay focused on your inner magic. You have lots of opportunities coming in, and that's where your focus needs to be, actually. Not on this outside energy, this evil energy. If you don't feel this outside energy, then this message is not your confirmation. But if you've been feeling it, it is your confirmation. And somebody's got some half-assed magic skills here, energy working skills. They're delusional. They're showing up as the King of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Swords in reverse, with the Seven of Cups in reverse, okay? Nothing's touching you. Your vibration is really, really high right now. You're in excellent energy. Stay focused on your opportunities. Stay focused on taking all the next steps as these opportunities come in, because anything that is concealed behind the moon really isn't, Pisces, because you're intuitive AF. All right. Pisces. Cancer. Oh, you having a little bit of struggle, bunny? What's going on? Are you, is it might be, is it fading in and out on you? Is there like a delay? That's all right. Bunny will do the best that we can, and that's all we can do. Power is flickering in here. Let me take a look. All right, Cancer. Quality drop issues right now. Okay. You're great seeing it in and out. Let me check something real quick. All right. My settings were correct. Cancer. Cancer. That's probably because it's storming here right now, unfortunately. You know. Looks very effervescent, more than usual. The weather's not great here. That probably has something to do with it. Cancer. What's going on with Cancer? Talk to me about what's going on with Cancer this evening. What's up with Cancer? We have growth. For Cancer, luck. Grounded. Cancer, you have some kind of abundance coming in this month, and it's in the physical. It's going to be pretty damn exciting, but you're being asked to stay grounded. Not quite sure why this would make you feel ungrounded. I'm going to look into that. But the advice is, when this abundance comes in, to be grounded in your decision making. I feel like this is financial. Talk to me about this luck card first, please, for Cancer. It feels financial. It feels like you have some kind of financial abundance coming in this month. No, I'm on my phone. It has nothing to do with autofocus. It has everything to do with the internet connection, unfortunately. It's stormy. It is stormy. Eight of Pentacles. There's something that's going to change, Cancer, with your finances as it pertains to your work life. Something's happening with your work. Tell me more about this. Ace of Swords and the Decadence. Cancer, something is upgrading in your work this month. Something in your finances and in your work. You are going to be rewarded for your intellect, okay, for your hard work, for your good ideas. The reason why we're seeing the Decadence card and why you're being asked to stay grounded is actually there will be people around you that this is going to cause a tower for them, okay? It looks like you're going to handle this differently than you have in the past. What they're telling me is you've already experienced this at some point in your life. You've experienced this same scenario in your life. So when this tower falls for other people, you're being asked to handle it differently, and that you will handle it differently in this grounded energy. And there's going to be growth in that for you. Also, that you're not shrinking back is what I'm hearing. That there's been a time in your life where you have been able to do an upgrade to your finances and upgrade to your profession, but kind of shrunk back because of actually how it was going to affect other people around you. That feels very people pleasing, but it looks like you're not going to do this. You're not going to do that this time. You're going to take this opportunity. You're going to take this promotion. You're going to take this financial upgrade and know that it's due to your hard work and your intellect, that you deserve it. It is going to cause disruption for other people, but that's not your problem. Tell me more about this grounded card, please. Cancer, you're being asked to not get up in your feels about this. And again, this is something that you've already experienced in the past. Yeah, okay, look, you're going to have a lot of people belly aching when this comes through. Whatever this is for you. And it's around your finances and it's around your work. And there are people that are going to be belly aching. Too bad, too sad, Cancer. You earn this, whatever this is. This is like that disruption in the ranks, right? Like when management changes or people get promoted, there's a lot of chatter, there's a lot of belly aching. And you're going to have a lot of chatter and a lot of people that are belly aching. You're just being asked to stay grounded because you're supposed to be getting this upgrade. You're supposed to be getting this promotion. You're supposed to be getting this raise. You've worked for it. You've clearly worked for it. Leonard, real talk. Not a lot of people like me either. Oh, people's perception of us is none of our business. I love this. Strength and desire, okay? This is a desire of yours. All right, you have the fortitude. You've worked really hard for this. The focus here, and I'm Cancer. These are the cards that I should be seeing, but I'm not. And the cards that I'm seeing is celebration. You should be celebrating this win. You should be celebrating this upgrade. You should be celebrating this promotion. Forget about what these people back here think. Forget about what these people are projecting. They need to focus on their own growth. They need to focus on their own accomplishments, doing a better job, whatever that is. Okay? Final words for Cancer. Cancer, you need to be celebrating. Look at that leadership with the King of Wands. You're going to some kind of leadership position, which is also going to create better finances. Yeah, because you are a leader. You are a leader. You are a leader. Look, you've done the servitude. You've done the hard work as the Knight of Pentacles, thus making you a leader, okay? Other people may still be in this phase or never able to get to this phase, and that's on them. That's on them. Your strength and your leadership skills is what brought you to this place. Your hard work. Do not feel indecisive about why you are getting this promotion, why you are getting this upgrade. If you do feel indecisive about it, it's because of projections. It's because of outside projections. Celebrate. Last card. Yeah. Man, this is interesting, Cancer. I'm feeling this like, I'm feeling these like emotions of like feeling guilty, feeling bad, feeling like things are unfair, but I'm not seeing anything that points to unfairness. I'm not seeing anything about this being done dirty. Like you did dirty deeds to get to this place. No, you did it because you're a hard worker. And I'm sure you're someone who wishes the best for everyone. Okay, and that's wonderful when we do wish the best for everyone, but people's actions equal outcome, and you've done the actions to equal this outcome. And if there are people around you that have not done those same actions to equal the same outcome that you got, that's their path. Okay, but they're very focused on your upgrade and your promotion, and them being focused on your upgrade and your promotion rather than their own business and what they're doing is part of the reason why they're not going to that upgrade and promotion. So remember that, Cancer. But it looks like you're about to have a very, very prosperous month. You're about to have a very prosperous month. Your hard work is about to pay off. I love it, Cancer. So stay out of those emotions, Cancer. Emotions you need to be in is the celebration of self. Scorpio, what's going on with Scorpio? Sorry y'all, I'm buffering. Sorry. Man, this buying internet is not like Silicon Valley. I'm constantly on the search for fiber optic, but I'm getting us in a better spot here this week. All right. Scorpio, what's going on with Scorpio? What's up with the Scorpio energy? Water, death, soulmate. We have water, death, and soulmate. There's a transition going on. There's a death of a relationship here, and you're up in your emotions about it. Let's talk about this. Talk to me about this death card first. Where are you at in the transition with this death card? We have 999 on the table. This is the year, that's the year of self. That's the year of the snake. King of Wands. The paranormal. King of Pentacles in reverse. It's been a lack of loyalty to self-growth. Tell me more about this paranormal. There's some healing here that needs to happen in the emotional space, Scorpio, is what I'm seeing. With the Two of Swords in reverse, the Star in reverse, the King of Pentacles in reverse. Tell me about this emotional space. Tell me about this water card. The Ten of Cups in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, and the Five of Cups. Feeling regret, feeling unfairness, feeling lack of emotional contentment. All things that need to be looked at in the emotional space here, because there's been a death here, there's been a closing of a cycle, but there's some kind of resistance to healing here with the Star in reverse. This is just something that needs to be reflected on here. Tell me about the soulmate card and the paranormal. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Three of Cups in reverse. There's a false start here that equals a Ten of Wands. with the Three of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the 10 of Wands. What's the advice on this for Scorpio? The Devil card in reverse, the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the Page of Cups. Why the Page of Cups? This is hard energy, Scorpio. Why the Page of Cups? Tell me about the Page of Cups. The King of Swords. Man, there's something here with this paranormal card that I'm not getting through to, Scorpio. But what I'm seeing here, okay, is there's an ending. There's an ending to a connection. All right, it ended in hardship here with the 10 of Wands. Looks like there's an ending to multiple connections here with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. The Devil card is in reverse. Oh, there's like a void. There's like a void in the emotional space. There's a void in the emotional space with the Devil card in reverse. You're being asked to go in and look at this intuitively. Okay, there's something that needs to be healed here. There's something that needs to be healed here with the Star in reverse. The Star in reverse. There's feelings of regret. There's feelings of lack of contentment. But I'm looking at the King of Swords and the paranormal here. So there's something happening in the 3D and outside of the 3D. There's a shut off to your water energy. There's a shut off to the water energy. There's a shut off to an emotions because of this hard ending. The emotions have been shut off. This is an opportunity for growth. This is an opportunity to heal. But everything in the water energy is in the reverse. Besides resentment, actually. The Five of Cups is the only thing that's in the upright. Okay? Talk to me about this logic with the King of Swords. Talk to me about this logic with the King of Swords. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse. It's time to go in for some introspection here. Something that needs to be looked at, some introspection needs to be looked at. It's almost like Scorpio, it's like making two columns. It's like making a column of the logic, of the thoughts, and making a column of the emotions and seeing how they all come, like seeing how it crosses over. What is real in the emotional space? What is real in the logical space? And this is just for your intuition, for your mind, for your emotional space to be healed, because there's something that you're not seeing here. There's something you're not seeing here about the ending of a recent soul contract. Why this paranormal card? I'm getting a lot of resistance on this paranormal card, which is interesting. Six of Wands in reverse and the Nine of Wands in the upright. Feeling wounded by the paranormal? Are you feeling a little Six of Cups in reverse? Feeling a little shortchanged by your guides, by the entities that you work with? Ooh, that's between you and them. This is a general message that can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. What this looks like to me, the moral of this reading is about introspection, okay? It's about introspection in the logic and in the water to get to a space of healing. Eight of Pentacles in reverse, because all of this is slowing down some kind of progress. It's actually not a repeat of the past with the Six of Cups in reverse. The card of memories is in reverse. So there's something in the past that's triggering what's happening in the present. It needs to be looked at logically because it's not a repeat of the present, but something is also going on in the emotional space with the Ten of Cups in reverse. So what this reading is calling for is introspection. Introspection, inside introspection. Take a look at all of this, okay? There's wisdom to be gleaned from all of this, right? That's what we do in this life. We glean wisdom and go to the next. With that fountain of wisdom that we have gained from the previous experience, and that's what needs to be looked at so that there is a true transition. Scorpios, you are great at this. You are the Death card. You are the card of transition. So this is really important. Inventory on that is very important this month so that you can move on to the next phase. Juice. Is the juice even worth the squeeze? That is an important question, Alabaster. That is an important question. All right. Gemini. The Geminis. What's going on with the Geminis? Oh, that's cool, Krugs. Yeah, I mean, Scorpio, when Scorpios live in the water, us water signs tend to have spidey senses, tend to have some cheap spidey senses. It seems like at birth. I believe everyone has it at birth, but water signs are a little easier at tapping into that if they can tap into their emotional space. Gemini. This is telling me to shift the energy to speak to his Geminis. You got something important to say to Geminis? To our Gemini collective? What you got to say to the Geminis, Liz? Geminis. Ooh. Interesting, Gemini. Looking at spiritual cleansing, veil. Something's coming out from behind the veil in the full moon, Gemini. September 9th. You're not far away. What this is telling me is something is about to come out from behind the veil in the full moon. Are you going to drop that T? Are you dropping that T, Giz? They're telling me to go for the angel deck. Very interesting. I like this, Gemini. What's happening with the Geminis? Year cycle. So closing of a 12-year cycle happening for some of you. Talk to me about the spiritual cleansing card for Gemini. Justice to your finances is what I'm seeing here. Justice and the Queen of Pentacles. A 12-year cycle is about to shift within your finances. Tell me more about this. Judgment. Justice and judgment, Gemini. Destroying the power of your enemies. I clearly heard that this is over your finances. Somebody's been quite interested in your money, Gemini. For some of you, this feels like a divorce. I'm totally getting that kind of energy on this. There's been some kind of financial battle for a really long time between two people. It's been like a 12-year cycle that's about to come to a close. With judgment and justice on it, this is like, I mean, that's the hammer. That's the energetic hammer. What's veiled here? What's veiled? Death. Complete transformation. Complete transformation. Ooh. For some of you, for some of you Geminis, you're going to court. Okay, with this Four of Swords and with the Six of Wands, and there's victory. I feel like some of you have been in a financial battle for a very, 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 very long time. Okay, and the confirmation of what would be veiled to you as far as this reading. So the Death card, your finances are going into complete transformation. I can't ignore that there's some kind of message for some people in here that this has to do with court, a court settlement, a financial settlement. Okay, that's not something that I dive into in readings a lot, but it's kind of all over this with the Justice and the Judgment to the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, there's what's behind the veil is you're tired and you're not showing your cards that you're tired. And I'm sure that's for good reason, Gemini. But there's a victory here in this transformation with the Six of Wands. The full moon is on September 9th. Tell me about this full moon for Gemini, please. Tell me about this full moon for Gemini. Hey, homie, just me. Hope you saw my message today. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Divine timing at its finest. I thank you. Full moon. Wheel of Fortune. Five of Wands. Protection towards a new beginning here coming in the full moon. This is heavy, Gemini. This feels like I sighed because this feels heavy. Like I feel like if this message is a confirmation to you, you've been in a battle for a long time. Like this is exhausting. But there are so many beautiful cards here of victory with the Judgment and the Justice to the Death and with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, there's going to be a breaking of a circle. There's going to be a breaking of opposing cycles with this Two of Swords. It's double confirmation of that. Like this cycle is about to come to an end. Fertility and fruitfulness. Okay, this card, it represents married couples. You will be fruitful even after this parting, even after this potential divorce. I'm pretty sure I said that. This feels like a court thing. Tell me more about this Empress energy for Gemini. Eight of Pentacles. Your work is protected. Nine of Wands. There's also something that's in the Chariot, Michael. Okay. There's also some kind of revelation that's going to come to you that's veiled right now that's going to come in the full moon, Gemini. There's going to be a revelation of mysteries, okay? And I'm feeling there's a lot of spirit energy on this, and Archangel Michael is on this. This is interesting. It's like something big is coming to a close for you in this 12-year cycle, and it does feel like it is in the physical, right? Like there's some kind of court battle, some kind of custody, something like that happening that's finally going to be closing in the physical. But then behind this veil in the full moon, it's like you're going to be aware of what the battle was energetically in the spiritual and why this was happening, why this cycle took so long. You're going to get a big revelation about that. And you have the Wheel of Fortune here in front of you. This is all victory. There's cards of victory, cards of the wheel turning, cards of new cycles, cards of things ending, justice, transformation. This is all really great energy, okay? That spiritual message, that understanding how things are like happening. and multiple planes that you are going to see. It looks like is going to be unveiled to you at the full moon. And know if you're going through some kind of battle right now, something with your finances, a long cycle, something with a marriage, something with custody, anything like that, that this cycle is about to close. Judgment and justice is here. And this full moon is going to be important for you, Gemini, okay? This full moon coming up. This corn moon, getting close to the harvest. Hi, Brittany. Welcome in. Welcome in, Britt. Okay, that was Gemini. Libra. What's going on in Libra's world? What's going on in Libra's world? What does Libra need to hear? Protection, Libra. New moon. Boundaries. Okay, Libra. This is clearly a confirmation for you that whatever kind of banishing spells you did in this last black new moon worked. Somebody's doing some magic. Somebody's doing some very potent magic here. Some very potent magic. Healer on the top of the deck. This is good. This is confirmation. This is a very clear confirmation. Something shifted in the black moon. This would be a confirmation for people that did any kind of rituals in the black moon. The boundaries card does make me think that it's banishing rituals, and that is kind of a thing in a black moon. Okay. Looks like you have some new guides, some new energies that might be working with you. You called in some guides for protection. Let's dive into this, Libra. Witches and warlocks here. Talk to me about this new moon. Talk to me about this new moon. This is definitely that the moon. The moon is clarified by the moon. Let me grab that. Ooh, way over here. Double confirmation. This is a message for someone who did some work in the black moon. Some Libras who did some work in the black moon. Ooh. This is some strong magic, putting you in the 9 of Pentacles. Ooh, 4 of Swords. Somebody had to sit down. Do I say this the nice way? Somebody who worked with elements of fire and water in the black moon. It's time to celebrate, okay? There was something that you felt needed to be banished that might have been holding you out of this 9 of Pentacles energy. This is that energy of abundance, okay? It felt like you had a pest in your energy. Something was pesky in your energy, okay? But someone is in a 4 of Swords now. Someone is needing to sit down. But here you are, Libra, and the 3 of Cups, celebrating. This is interesting. I feel like what they're showing me is you had this Temperance fell on top of this protection card. You're also working with angels. I feel like you're working with the dark and the light here. Tell me more about this protection. I feel like you're working with both the dark and the light here. Yes, truth. Ace of Swords. Yes. Yes, equally working with the light and the dark here. You called in all the stops on some banishing spells, okay? Ooh, I like that. You use your throat chakra, you know what I mean? They like that, man. You guys like that. They like it when you get primal with your work. Tell me about these boundaries that were created. These boundaries that were created from these banishing rituals in the Black Moon. They told me a card just flipped up. What was it? I used the cups. Your magic work is protected. The world, this close to cycle. Page of Cups. Holy moly. Queen of Swords. This was judged, okay? These rituals were judged. These rituals were judged by whatever entities, gods, God, angels, devils, whatever you want to call it, okay? We all do different voodoo we do around here, okay? But it was fair. It was like called as fair. I feel like you worked with some kind of new guide, you worked with some kind of new energy that you have never worked before. There's to choose, right? Choose if this magic was reasonable, and it looks like it was, and it closed a cycle. It also something happened here. Something happened with your magic, with your psychic abilities, with your healing abilities. Having both the Ace of Cups and the Page of Cups here, okay, happened through these rituals. And I mean, you're sitting in the Nine of Pentacles. Tell me more about this Queen of Swords. I feel a lot of Lilith energy on this. Yep, the Hermit. Yep, the Seven of Wands, clarifying the boundary card. And the Hermit. Beautiful. Beautiful. I keep seeing a seal. It was like you signed a seal. You signed a seal with these energies that you're working with. I feel a lot of Lilith energy in this. You signed a seal with these energies that you're working with. You signed a seal for boundaries and protection. And somebody's in the Four of Swords, okay? Somebody's recovering. Their energy got sent back to them. But here it is. You're in the Nine of Pentacles. Double confirmation on the Black Moon. Nice. Nice, Libra. This is good. This is good. You have lots of spirit protection around you with both protection and boundaries. This is confirmation for whatever rituals that you did in the Black Moon. Sometimes we don't actually get revelations or feel those things until the full moon or the following new moon or whatever moon cycle it is based on. So it would have been a Virgo that, oh, Libra, here's what I just heard. There's 2 new moons in Libra. There's 2 new moons in Virgo. These rituals that you did in the Black Moon in Virgo are going to be sealed in the next moon of Virgo, the next new moon. There's 2 new moons in Virgo season too, at that. Virgos get their business done. You got some business done here with these rituals, and this is confirmation. Wow, damn. Okay, I like it, Virgo. I mean, Libra. It's Libra. I just keep saying Virgo because these Virgo moves. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let's go to Aquarius. Okay, hold on. There's a lot. There's a lot going on there. Krugs, you making up new bingo squares? Oh, do we have a Krug square? Because Virgos don't F around. They do not. They absolutely do not. Hi, Green Candy. I always say that I avoid my North Node like the plague because my North Node is in Virgo, but truthfully I don't, because I don't fuck around either. All right, Aquarius. What's happening with Aquarius? Guys, What's going on with your guides? Stormy. Your guides are about to get you through a storm here, Aquarius. Time. This feels like near future energy. This is sometime this month, okay? We have storm time and guides. Your guides are working out some timing in a storm that you're in. Hearing sometimes we ask our guides for help. We ask our guides and the energies and the entities that we work with, the God that you pray to, whatever that is, for help, rather than recognizing the help that they're actually already giving us in the moment. And I don't mean that to say like that there's some kind of lack of gratitude, but it's just about having a bigger perspective. So what I'm hearing, Aquarius, is before you ask for help from your God, from your guides, from the universe, whatever that is to you, that you first reflect on the help that is being given in that moment. But you're about to be guided out of a storm here this month, Aquarius. Tell me about this storm you're about to be guided out of. Nine of Wands. I feel like you're feeling tired right now, Aquarius, in this wounded warrior energy. But the thing is you're almost to the finish line here. Nine of Wands, almost to the finish line. Almost to the finish line. Remember that progress is happening, Aquarius. Remember that progress is happening. The Seven of Wands is representative of progress. Although you feel tired, although you may feel beat up in the middle of this storm right now, remember that you are so close to the end, that you're so close to the progress, and really reflect on how your guides are actively working and how they're going to continue to actively work to get you past this ending and into the next cycle. What more does Aquarius need to know about the timing of this? Nine of Cups. It's going to get in the Ten of Pentacles. Aquarius. The Death card. Aquarius. They always say it's the calmest before the storm, but we don't talk about how it's a literal shitstorm until the transition. You're being guided through this. This is what's on the other side of the storm. This major transition, you have two cards of that. There's a major cycle ending for you, Aquarius, with the Death card and the World card. Yeah, you're tired. You're tired, but look what's on the other side. Joy, wish fulfillments, Ten of Pentacles, whatever you've been working towards actually manifesting. Ask your guides what they're currently doing. As this might not feel like it's in the forefront, but it is. This is being worked on. It's just perspective. It's a perspective. What more do your guides want to say about this, Aquarius? Eight of Swords. Don't be up in your head here. Don't be in your head about the loss. Don't be up in your head about the loss and regret and just the battle of this storm. Because this is why the storm is happening. So the clouds can break and you can be in this energy. This is the transformation. There's a storm happening in the transformation. You're one away. You're one step away. Any final signs here? Yeah, look at that. 10 of Swords. 10 is completion. It's about to be complete. There's something that you're not seeing. There's something that you're not seeing because it's just in the mind. The chaos is just being juggled. Okay, the thoughts of the storm, of the battle. Okay, but there's two cards here, something that you're not seeing. Pay attention. Your guides want you to see how this is happening right now. Because it just doesn't show up out of thin air. It's good energy, Aquarius. I know you're tired. Take a nap. But that's good energy. You have some beautiful things coming up for you this month. Taurus. Taurus. What's going on with Taurus? Taurus. What's going on with our Taurus collective for the month of September, please? Divine Feminine. What else for Taurus? Tell me what else is happening for Taurus. Divinity. Air. This feels like some energy of a divine union here. What I'm seeing, the divine feminine, the divinity, and the air. I feel like some practical steps are going to be taken towards a divine union. That's what I see here. That's what I feel on this. In the month of September. There's a lot of creative energy on this. There's a lot of feminine energy. There's a lot of creative energy on this. Talk to me about this divine union that I'm feeling. Queen of Cups, Nine of Wands, Six of Swords in reverse. There's about to be a shift in the physical with the divine union, with the soulmate connection. It does not have to necessarily be an intimate partner relationship. It's a relationship. You decide whether this resonates with you or not. Tell me about the intuition of the Queen of Cups. Ten of Swords in reverse. Everything points to yes. There's something shifting in the physical with some kind of soul connection. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you. Thank you so much. Seven of Cups and the Two of Swords. Why? When I'm seeing this air energy, what does this mean in reflection to the air energy, the star? Let me grab that, Taurus. Four of Cups. Okay, this clearly feels like this is around some kind of divine union, Taurus, and there's been confusion within the physical world, okay? There's been confusion in the physical world. It feels like there's been this air energy feels like there's lots of logistics that have needed to be worked out in the physical world. Okay, logistics to where it almost like felt like something was not going to work out here. Maybe this was a little delusional. Maybe this was not so much delusional, but impractical. I'm feeling the energy of impractical. You have some kind of divine partnership that logistics was making it feel very, very impractical. Even though intuitively there was something that feels really right about this partnership, this connection, this relationship, and I love that I'm seeing the star card on it. Okay, because there was hope. There was hope because there's something really beautiful going on between two people here. There's a lot of creative energy. Okay, I'm not seeing water, but I'm also seeing a lot of water between the divine feminine energy and the divinity card. Okay, but there are lots of things that just felt illogical. Like it feels like there's maybe like logistics issues. Tell me more about this air energy. It feels like air energy was like jiving some things up, which of course we need air energy with any type of partnerships. But there's something here. More the Eight of Wands in reverse. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, this is two people that were not communicating. This is two people that were not communicating because of being caught up in the thoughts of the logistics. Okay, this is two people that rather than talking about how would we make this work, why would we make this work, um, instead two people were just separately up their head and not actually talking about it. Because there's an abundant new beginning here. Oh, why? Why is fear in the communication? Because this is such beautiful energy. It's like two people that intuitively know that there's something that's going to work out here. Yet there was like a gap in communication. Why? Why? Again, the Empress. Tons of creative energy on this. Three of Wands, because both people felt like they were trying to be patient. Nobody wanted to speak up first. But this was causing, like, right? People were not. I'm looking at two people that were not speaking to each other authentically. They were not being open to each other. They claimed they were doing it in the name of patience. I'm looking at two people that are extremely creative, have a lot of healing energy, you're divine. You divinely know each other. You're divinely paired. Okay, what you're not seeing about each other is it's almost like two people that are falsely creating detachment. Falsely creating detachment in order to protect the emotional space, but there's no reason to protect the emotional space here. There just needs to be communication, okay? And why we wouldn't communicate our wants and needs to another person has to do with some kind of past wounding, but it has nothing to do with the relationship that I'm seeing here. And so I feel like this is present energy or past energy. This is Taurus. This has been going on between you and someone else. So what's the advice here moving forward, except clearly that communication needs to happen? Neither one of you are making a move towards each other with the Page of Wands in reverse. What's the advice? Besides opening up communication here. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Do not fear communication from the other person. There's all fairness here. The Justice card, equality, okay? And the transformation, the Death card. You opening up communication with this person is going to be transformative. There will be equality. There's loyalty here, okay, with the King of Pentacles, and you're both fair people. Both of you have your throat chakra that's just slammed shut right now, but for no logical reason. It must just be a projection of the past. And here's the thing, even if we do open our throat chakra and the other person doesn't agree, so what? It's so much more torturous to not speak up. And that's what I'm seeing here. Two people that are there's something really beautiful passing you by potentially just because you're not speaking up. Scared to get hurt. No. You're loving yourself by speaking up too. Healing the throat chakra. Okay, that was Taurus. Virgo, Virgos, which is double new moons. Okay, your double new moons back to back, Virgo. This is a very magical time for you. 2 new moons in Virgo during Virgo season. Magic, and more magic. What's up, Swish? You on the road? Thank you for stopping in, Swish. It's good to see you. Talk to me about Virgo. This is a very magical month. It's been a magical season for you, Virgo. I feel like we've been channeling a lot about Virgo's magic in our Virgo check-ins here. Talk to me about Virgo for the month of September. Talk to me about Virgo for the month of September. Divine Masculine, Talisman. Give me one more. starting to feel at home in your magic. What I'm seeing here is that some of you are seeing your magic. You're seeing your magic, your practical magic, also whatever voodoo you do. Actually, you're seeing it manifest in the physical. That's what they're telling me about this divine masculine card. It's interesting. I'm seeing how your, make sure I word this correctly. I'm seeing how your feminine energy is supporting your masculine energy. Remember, I'm talking about a human, not a male or a female. We're talking about the balance of masculine and feminine energy here. And what I'm seeing is someone is utilizing and invoking emotions through their magic, practical or otherwise, which is actually making you literally feel more at home in your body, because you feel more balanced in your energy. Evoking the water, evoking the feminine energy will make your masculine energy more balanced here with the divine masculine card. And you're seeing that move forward. You're seeing that move forward in your in your daily life, where you're having to go out in the world and utilize your masculine energy. Very cool. What's veiled here? What's veiled here? What's this talisman about? I feel like the talisman for you is the moon. Like someone has gotten in a flow with their moon magic. What is the talisman? Tell me about the talisman first. Divine feminine. The talisman is you. I'm speaking to a Virgo who for the first time feels very at home in their body with the balance of their masculine and feminine energy. I effing love this, Virgo. This is not to be taken lightly. People will go lifetimes without figuring this out. You are the talisman. You are the good luck charm. You are the key. And we don't feel like the key to our magic until we feel at home in the body. That requires the dark and the light. It requires the masculine and the feminine. I feel all of that here. This was veiled. This was veiled for a Virgo for a long time. And something just clicked. Or something shifted. Right? Whether you were completely operating on your masculine, or maybe completely operating out of your feminine, or completely operating out of the light pillar or the black pillar. Like I just get this sense that everything kind of came together in that aspect for a Virgo. Woo! Life's about to get good. Life's about to get good. This is the mastery of your energy. Understanding when to push the will, understanding when to step back. Give me some final words. I can't wipe the smile off my face, Virgo. I can't. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. Yeah, Jasmine, this is serious balance. Serious balance. I mean, this is mastery of energy. This is mastery of energy and like a reflection of understanding the mastery of energy of the universe. There's so much facade in the world, right? Of what is masculine energy, what is feminine energy, what it means to be masculine, what it means to be feminine, that completely throws us off course of what I'm looking at here and what I'm talking about here. And what this mastery in self is, and this balance, this complete balance in self. And the key being self and the key being home. This is really beautiful. This is really beautiful. What more do you want Virgo to know about this? Except for high five every Virgo in this room right now. Hi, Diane. Welcome in. Yes, teaching the universe what you desire. I'm hearing, we'll see how brave you are. I'm hearing, we'll see how brave you are, which is telling me that there was a feminine who had some very wounded masculine energy. Not listening to the intuition, not going in for a higher perspective, and when to use the throat chakra. We'll see how brave you are. That masculine energy got stifled due to past experiences. Many past experiences can stifle that in any human, whether they are gender facing to the world, male or female. There were some past experiences that really wounded someone's masculine energy, but no more. No more. Celebrate yourself. This has been the release of fears. I see release of fears in the celebration card. Tell me more about this. Wow, Virgo. I could stay here all night. Wow. A Tower in reverse, a Nine of Pentacles, and an Eight of Cups. This is someone healing their nervous system. This is someone healing PTSD response. This is someone healing fight or flight, not having the same fears out in the world that you've had in the past. This is beautiful, Virgo. This is absolutely beautiful. They're pointing out all the butterflies to me too. This is total transformation. And this Nine of Pentacles energy is standing firm in self. It's standing firm in self, knowing how brave you are. Knowing how brave you are. Ah, damn, Virgo. Virgo. Man, there's going to be a whole new stride in your step this month. Is why this is coming out for your all signs. Because of this, you're going to be open to do things that you haven't done in a long time. To go places that you haven't been. I love it, Virgo. That's beautiful. Tears of joy is right. Tears of joy is right. That is beautiful energy. Yeah, no more reacting like a beaten dog among rules. That's right. That's very well said, Cruz. Thank you. I feel like I'm not very articulate tonight. I'm very stuffy. All of a sudden become allergic to something in this house. And my sinuses are. All right. Let's get on to Capricorn. What is this energy for Capricorn? Talk to me about Capricorn. Wow, Virgo, I can't wipe the smile off my face. Talk to me about Capricorn. Fire. What else is new? Capricorn, you're earth energy, but you're always full of fire. Trust. You little devils, you. Tell me more. Death. Jeez. Jeez. I'm hearing trust the bridges that you have burned. Trust. Trust that these bridges you were supposed to burn were supposed to burn, Capricorn. I literally just see a gigantic fire. I see something on fire. No retreat. This is some Viking ass energy, Capricorn. Is what I'm feeling on these cards. This is some Viking ass energy. But it's like knowing that that's what it takes to get to the transformation. This is very get it done, Capricorn kind of energy. Okay. Wow. All right. This is purposeful. You purposely have set something on fire here. You purposely burned some bridges. You purposely went through a portal. Like the devil, man. I like this. Capricorn, this has a lot of conviction in it. I feel a lot of conviction in this energy, okay? I feel a lot of conviction in this energy. I just saw the Six of Swords, too. When I picked up this deck. And that's it. That's, you're rolling away here somewhere. Tell me about this transformation for Capricorn. The Wheel of Fortune. So this Ace of Swords, the Lovers. These bridges burning that I feel, that I see. I think you just did this, Capricorn. I think you just recently did this. You made a very clear choice here to do this. Okay? And the Wheel of Fortune is in the upright. You chose to spin the wheel in the other direction. And you had to set your world on fire to do it. I like this. This is sexy energy, Capricorn. This is hot. I like it when people have this level of conviction in their life, okay? Tell me about this truth, this Wheel of Fortune. What's the truth of this Wheel of Fortune? This is good energy. 10 of Cups. Go, Capricorn, go. Okay? This was for you to get to your emotional truth here. Your emotional truth to get to where you want to be with your 10 of Cups. Look, the Queen of Swords swung her sword. You swung the sword that let go of the catapult and set something on fire here. And you're feeling good about it, and damn it, you should. Because I'm sure other people told you that it wasn't the right thing to do. It wasn't the polite thing to do. It's not how we do things around here. Tell me more about your 10 of Cups. I like this energy a lot, Capricorn. I'm not gonna lie. I really like this energy. Because I feel so many people lack conviction these days. Or their conviction, what they believe is their conviction just, comes from something that has been generational and has been believed, for thousands of years. And they carry this torch, right? They're a lynch mob. They're a lynch mob that believe that they're fighting for their beliefs, but they really never analyze their beliefs. They don't understand where their beliefs come from. They're just blindly following. And that's not what I feel here, because I feel like this was not status quo, whatever you did here. Tell me about your 10 of Cups. 10 of Swords! Yeah, you needed to end something major. You put 10 swords in it to get to your 10 of Cups. World card, double confirmation of closing, 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 closing. Closing cycles, left and right, left and right, left and right. I feel like, I might be wrong about this, but I feel like I feel like August, Capricorn, the reading that we did about you was talking about like a major transitional season coming up for you. And I don't know, it just looks like you put the final sword in it, and here's where it's headed, okay? And Capricorn, this is important. It's important when I see the 10 of Cups in your readings, because you are the Devil card. And the Devil card is not a bad card, okay? The Devil card is energy, right? It's all energy. And Capricorns, and it's interesting. I know a lot of Capricorns. I have a lot, actually all of my long-term intimate relationships have been with Capricorns. And Capricorns don't mess around. They don't mess around. They get it done. They know how to get things done. It can sometimes lean on that obsessive energy. But if the Ten of Cups is in the reverse for you, it's when that devil energy can go into the reverse, right? It can go into addiction. It can go into heart obsessions. It can go into lock, just brain lock on things that are unhealthy for us. But this is telling me that you are like striving to constantly stay in that emotional fulfillment, that emotional balance. And it even gives you more fire, and it makes you grounded. It keeps you grounded. And this is really beautiful. I love this. I love this. This is confirmation of this new season that you're coming in. With the Death card, the Ten of Swords, and the World card, like this is, the karmic wheel is turning the way that you want it to. The way you want it to. You are carving the path to your destiny very clearly right now, Capricorn. And of all signs, you don't have a hard time doing that because of your conviction. But this is so important, because whatever anyone says about whatever bridges you burned, whatever cycles that you closed, it was all out of purity of heart. It was all out of advocating for yourself. It was all in the interest of this beautiful energy. Your wish fulfillments, your emotional fulfillments, your joy. Damn, Capricorn. I like it. I like it. All right. Where are we at? I'm in the fire sign, aren't I? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Did I get all the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? Yes, I did. All right. Let's talk to Aries. Let's talk to my warriors. Thanks, Bunny. Yeah, comments help very much. Comments help very much. There's also that new hype thing. I think that might be a setting I need to change, though. I don't know what that's about. YouTube experiments or something. You can add those hype points to videos. Aries. What's up with the Aries? What's up with my Aries? Oh, you got a Cappy hubby? My hubby was a Cappy too, Moxie. I know, I get along really well with Capricorns. I don't know. I have a lot of really strong Capricorns in my life. Gratitude. What else for Aries here? Talk to me about Aries. Friendship. Oh, I like this, Aries. And Earth. I feel lots of fulfillment in the heart space here, Aries. Friendship, gratitude, and Earth. Feel lots of fulfillment in the heart space. I think you have a lot of new relationships in your life, or relationships that are about to kind of go to the next level, and they feel extremely grounded. This is beautiful energy. Talk to me about these new friends. Talk to me about these new friends for Aries. Aries, I'm getting the sense you've been dealing with some flaky people for a while. I feel like you've been dealing with a lot of flaky people and you're kind of over it. Okay? That feels like past energy. Maybe there's still some flaky people in your present energy. But what I have here on the table is showing me that you're going to be very grateful about some new relationships, some new partnerships that are coming in that are very grounded. people that are in a lot of earth energy here. Yeah, Three of Cups, beautiful. Clarifying friendships. There's some new people coming in that you're wanting to celebrate with. King of Wands and the transformation. You have several relationships that are going to transform. Meaning, I don't mean, this does not feel like you have relationships with current people that are transforming. It's transformational that there are some new relationships that are about to come into your life. And people that are in this fire energy just like you, but they know how to utilize their fire and they know how to utilize their will, not to create effery, but to be leaders, to be in these sunflowers too, right? That Leo energy, that happy space, those spaces of gratitude and wish fulfillment, and full of fire, full of will. These are some spicy, fun people that I feel, Aries, that are coming in. They're spicy and fun, but they're also very grounded here in this earth energy. And these are people that you are going to celebrate with, but there's not going to be any BS here, is what I'm feeling. I feel like you have overextended yourself to a lot of flaky ass people, okay? But no more here with the transformation card. Tell me more about these friendships, these partnerships that are coming in for Aries here in the month of September. Eight of Swords in reverse and the Hangman in reverse. Aries, it feels like you've been struggling with some relationships as of recent with the Eight of Swords, imprisonment of the mind, right? And the Hangman in reverse. The Hangman in reverse not going in for a higher perspective because there were people that were playing off of your emotional space, being that that is the card of Pisces. You've been dealing with some effery with some people here, okay? Oh, I feel a little ouch in the emotional space. Hey, Lisa, welcome in. I feel a little ouch in the emotional space here, Aries. It hasn't been easy. But here's the transformation. Here's the transformation. And before these past energies, I'm going to hope that they're in the past, but use your discernment. Energies that are being moved out of your space or just being moved out of your energy, there's some really beautiful relationships coming in here, okay, with this King of Wands, people that you're going to be grateful for, people that you're going to celebrate with, and people that are just, I just keep hearing flaky, that you've been dealing with a lot of flakes, Aries, okay? Tell me more. What more does Aries need to know? More. Tell me about this transformation. Ooh, an Ace of Wands. I love that. I love that. I'm getting two different energies off this. Hold on, because I also got the second. I also got a Tower. There's some people in a Tower because you stepped away, okay? With the Page of Cups. You intuitively were like, man, this is not for me anymore. Like, there were some people that were draining your energy, and you moved away, and it caused a Tower for them. Okay, you knocked over the Tower, which means you created the change, Aries, by creating some boundaries. But I love this because there's like this energy is back because of this with this Ace of Wands. And this Ace of Wands in this transformation clearly feels tied to these new energies coming in. Okay, people that are life-giving, people that are life-giving. I really like this for you, Aries. Anything more on this wand that's being handed to Aries? Devil energy. I think you might have some Capricorns coming in, Aries. Oh, and with the Six of Pentacles, equal give and take, gratitude for equal give and take in relationships, people that understand that equal give and take in relationships. And for some of you, I think this is going to be some Capricorns coming into your life. Love it. I love it, Aries. Aries. Lord knows we only have so many words a day. We only have so much energy a day, right? It's hard. It's exhausting dealing with flaky people. All right, Leo, I'm just putting my deck back in the upright here for you before I start your reading. I like starting my cards all up in the upright. What's up, Leos? What's up, Leos? What's going on in your energy, Leo? I need a Leo in my life. I don't have any Leos in my life. All right. Buffering again. Buffering in the bayou. Y'all don't even know. I was having a meltdown the first week I got here. I was in a bubble when it came to internet connectivity, living in Silicon Valley for a few years. I forgot other people in the world have crappy internet. Jen D, who, by the way, I know if you hang out on this channel, you recognize Jen D's name, and she should put her channel up because I don't think she has in a while. She creates some very fabulous music, okay? She has a music channel on YouTube, and I remember being on calls with her, and she was telling me how long it would take her to upload stuff, and it didn't compute. I was like, she's got to be pressing the wrong button or something. That don't make no sense. Because I'm living in San Francisco, okay? I mean, you can upload 2 hours of video on public access Wi-Fi in the park, okay, in San Francisco. It's Silicon Valley, right? It's the hub of tech, the hub of AI. They have the best internet. And I had forgotten that some of you do not deal with such good internet until I moved to Nolens, out in the bayou, okay? Might have some buffering. All right, Leo. What's happening with the Leos? No, Leo, grounding into a transformation. It is time to ground into your transformation. Leo, something big is, what is this? What is this? This is like, okay, Leo, this is the energy of the mind having to catch up with everything else is what I'm seeing here with time grounded in transformation. Okay, Leo, the Leos that I'm talking to, you must have just gone through, some hard seasons, some hard cycles, some hard decades or whatever, but all of that is behind you now. But like the mind has to catch up with the reality. Like your reality is different right now. Things are going really good. Things are going really smoothly. Things are abundant. You're in this new time. You're in this new space. You've gone through this transformation. But it's like your mind is still in the past. That happens to all of us, okay? Because the body keeps the score. There's still something going on neurologically in the nervous system that's making us feel like we're back here in the BS, in the turmoil. But it's time to get grounded in your transition because the physical world around you is actually different right now. You're just not feeling it. You're just not feeling it. But it's the reality. So there's something caught. There's something caught in the body. It feels like there's potentially there's some kind of somatic release that needs to happen here, Leo. I don't know if you need to go howl under the moon, Leo. If you need to do a little yoga, whatever you do, Leo. I don't know. I am also interesting. I'm also feeling a lot of sexual energy on this, Leo. So it feels like you gotta go get primal or something here, Leo. Okay. To get this energy out, to get this energy shift happen in the body, to have this somatic release so that you're grounded in this transformation. That's right, Alicia. Meow. Something's up here. Somebody needs to go let loose, so to speak. There's a Leo that needs to let loose. Tell me more about this transformation. Yeah. It's like you need to celebrate through the body, Leo, is totally what I'm feeling on this energy. So that the mind clicks over, okay? I'm just the tarot reader. Yes, there's a Leo that needs to roar here. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about this transformation for Leo. Yeah, honey, yoga is great for somatic release. Yeah, see, you're still hanging out in this Four of Swords. You're still in repose. You're still holding back. You're still feeling a little laggish in energy, but but it's not because of what's happening around you in the environment. Again, this feels somatic, and this feels like in the mind. There's something that just needs to be released within the mind and the body here. Something more for Leo about grounding into this transformation. 7 of Pentacles. What is going to help intuitively, Leo? What is going to help you make progress on this? It's time to think intuitively of what is going to help you make progress with this, and it's not in the mental, it's not in your thoughts. There's something physical that needs to happen here. This is not going to happen by you being up in your head, okay? And look, there are many ways to do this, so get intuitive about it. Or maybe you need to get a giant ass canvas, okay, and take out some emotional energy on a canvas. This is going to help click the mind over, but it has to be done through the physical, is what I'm seeing. What else for Leo here? And this needs to happen in the month of September. Yep, there's something that you're not seeing. And it's important. Look at that 8 of Pentacles practice. Experimentation, Leo. You're being asked to experiment. Someone's about to have a big, like, this feels Kundalini awakening. This feels sacral. This is like, there's going to be a big shift in the sacral energy once you do this. And again, it's like it's here to happen. Things are great in the environment. It's just the mind is back here. The mind is back here. So something's happened in the physical. Last words for Leo here. 3 of Cups. You're going to be celebrating yourself, okay? Okay, you're going to be celebrating yourself with decadence in reverse. You're holding back. You're holding back about doing something in the physical. You will be celebrating yourself once you allow yourself to do this, once you allow yourself to let loose, Leo. And it's going to transform the mind too. Page of Wands in reverse. Why are you scared about this event? Like, man, I feel there's a Leo watching this right now, either live or when this is going up to that you are so into this message right now. For some of you, what I'm hearing for some of you, Leos, is you want to do something that you haven't done in a very long time. You want to do something that you haven't done in a very long time, and for some reason, whatever this is that you used to love, that you used to like, somebody's shaming you about it. I feel body shaming in this too, with the 2 of Cups in reverse and the 6 of Cups, okay? I don't know. Leo, you need to let your freak fly this month, okay? If you want to come down to New Orleans and join us this weekend, it is Decadence, all right? It's a party, okay? There's a parade. Come join the parade. I don't know. Some of you need to. That's what I'm feeling, man. You gotta let your freak flag fly here. You gotta get out there and roar, all right? And it's going to push everything forward that you've been working on manifesting. Okay, it's going to ground your mind in this beautiful transformation that has already happened, Leo. That has already happened, and it's you can see it in the physical around you, the physical world around you. Okay. You aim for the unexpected. I love it, Krugs. I stumble into the unexpected. I think part of me aims towards it. I think part of me is a magnet to it. I don't know. Sagittarius do what they want. What's up with Sag this evening? What's up with my Sages? Bunny, you gonna come down and dance on a float? Ooh, a Sag moon. I like that, Lisa. Talk to me about Sagittarius. What's happening in Sag's energy this evening? Talk to me about what's going on with my Sages. Water, fire, protection. Ooh, temperance here. Hearing there's protection for your new beginning. There's some kind of energy protection around you right now, Sag, in order to stay balanced. I'm also seeing a perfect circle. Seeing a circle, like a big circle around you, but it's it almost looks like a crop circle, but I don't know. I like don't I'm not getting like a, I don't know, this is some kind of confirmation for someone. I'm not getting a download that you're being protected from aliens or anything like that. But I'm seeing, oh, look at that, an earth energy. Wow. Earth just came out too, with water and fire and protection. The perfect circle. I just keep hearing the perfect circle. This is interesting because I feel like I also am getting like a energy of, this is working with all four elements. This is very witchy. This is very ancestral magic. Tell me more about this. This is speaking to, I want to go to the witches deck. This is speaking to the, we got some Appalachian witches up in here. We got some Bayou witches up in here. This is like, this is calling in the four corners. This is, I feel resurgence on this. What is happening right now with massages, okay? Where my witches at? Woo woo! Okay, talk to me about the elements first, please. Talk to me about the elements first. Wow. Okay. Okay. What I see here is that I got some witches that have needed to be witching here. Something's been stepping on your toes here, and not in a light way, not in a polite way here. What am I looking at here? There was some dark shit coming towards you. Okay, using your divination to get to your 10 of Pentacles because of some dark magic happening around you. The 9 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, I like that I'm seeing a 10 of Pentacles here. I don't like what I'm seeing over here with an 8 of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords. This is behind you though. And a 5 of Cups, the Princess of Cups in reverse. This is some weird kind of chaos magic. Okay, this is chaos magic. I feel like it was against your resources. But here you are. Here you are. Okay. Divining your 10 of Pentacles. Also using some of your ancestry magic here. And you have the card of protection here. So this is protected. Your 10 of Pentacles is protected. Tell me more about this protection of the 10 of Pentacles. And why... Okay, let me ask that first. The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, the Princess of Pentacles. The Prince of Pentacles in reverse in the 7. There's been some kind of stalling. Some of you, there's been some kind of stalling. There's some kind of stalling. This feels like around property too, I feel like, because I kept seeing a crop circle. Okay, this feels like around some kind of property. There was some kind of there was something against a property, the closing of a property. Take that literal or not. As far as your personal property, it's personal property. Okay, someone was trying to turn the wheel in reverse. They cannot. Or something in the land. Maybe possibly something in the land, because I feel like very this is very calling in the four corners, witchy AF, Appalachian magic here. Okay, Ten of Pentacles, personal property is all part of Ten of Pentacles. There's protection around this Wheel of Fortune, around this circle. There's protection around your circle. Okay, and you're just doing your thing. All right, you're just doing your thing. Your divination is working. I feel a lot of ancestral spirits around this with you too. Okay, this feels so earthy. This feels so earthy. This feels so old school. I got some old school witches in the house right now. All right. What else do we need to know about the protection? Oh, this is just, there you go. You're showing up as the seeker and the high priest. Whatever house you are trying to build, whatever property that you are trying to acquire that is part of this Ten of Pentacles is protected, okay? I like this because this feels a bit general in the sense that the message I'm giving is general because we're not giving away anyone's secrets here. But you're showing up here as the seeker and the high priest. That is clearly your energy. There's been some kind of initiation here. Yeah. There's been some kind of initiation here. And there's a choice. Tell me about this. Ooh, the horned one. I'm definitely talking witches. With the horned one and the Three of Wands and the Seven of Wands. There's also something about offerings here. You've been giving offerings as part of your mastery to the land, to the circle, to the ancestors, to the earth, and that is, know that that is part of your mastery. That's why we're looking at the horned one here. I hope this is making sense to somebody. And I keep seeing circles. I see circles in that protection card. I see circles in that Wheel of Fortune card. I saw a crop circle when we first opened up this reading. Okay, your circle, your perfect circle. You're calling in the perfect circle. You're calling in the four elements. There is a Ten of Pentacles here. Oh, my brain hurts. And whatever you're building is going into completion. Cycle, circle, cycle. I hope that made sense to somebody. I don't know. Saggies, witches. Woo! Well, there we go. There is your early month. I'm going to start doing, I don't know, I'm going to put up a poll. I'm trying to decide whether I should do all signs weekly. To me, that seems a little excessive, but I don't know. Or if I should do it twice a month. But definitely working all signs back in. Find out what y'all would like to see with that. Thanks for hanging through the buffering. Thanks for hanging through the audio. Definitely working on getting those things a little more dialed in. Twice a month, yeah, I think twice a month is an appropriate amount of check-in for all signs. Thanks, Bunny, for the heads up on that. You're welcome, Jennifer. I'm so happy to see that you're here. Thank you, Golly. I do need to drink some water, and I have been super stuffed up. All right, y'all. Timestamps will be up shortly. Lisa, twice a month. Thank you for that. Okay, I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to do the beginning and the middle of the month is how we're going to roll with that. So around the 1st and the 15th of the month, we're going to start to do an all signs check-in on YouTube, on TV, and it's buffering on my TV, but not on your iPhone. Interesting. I don't know. All right, y'all. There will be a general reading up for you tomorrow that I recorded before we jumped on this live, and I will see you soon on the flip side. Thank you, everybody.